I just absolutely love this intro, and every Sunday it makes my day. So those are the topics of today's episode. After you smashed and subscribed, and wait a second, smash the like button and subscribe. Subscribe to subscribe button? No, wait a second. Subscribed and liked. Let's keep it simple. So we will look into the Tesla stock. Then we will look into the Tesla stock chart. And finally, we will talk about the big interview with Joe Rogan and Elon Musk. And make sure, guys, just a couple of days left for the x10masterclass.com discount code 10 space for 10% off, where you get lifetime access to my Discord and learn so much how to find stocks like we were early on Tesla stocks. So check it out. Let's dive in. So let's have a look what Tesla stock did over the last couple of 7 days, all right? And there was actually just one direction where Tesla stock went, and this is down, guys. Okay, we were at beginning of the week at $873 and lost about almost 7% in the week, even though the week started not bad, right, with the announcement of the Bitcoin purchase of the $1.5 billion that the Tesla treasury put into this new very potential internet asset. And I think this was definitely the right step, but there is not much drivers recently for the stock, right? And if you are looking into the overall performance over the last 3 months, you can see here that it's fine when the stock goes up 100% to take a little bit briefer since the beginning of the year. I mean, since the beginning of the year, we are just in this, sideways position from the 6th of Jan until the 11th of Feb. We basically didn't move the needle, all right? We are sitting now currently on an $800 billion market cap almost, and I think that this is just the beginning, because we will talk about the Elon Musk podcast in the next category after that. And it's important to understand where Tesla is going, right? Because this will give us catalyst further to move the stock to higher prices. And I think we can easily reach 1,000, 1,200 this year with the upcoming projects and products and news for Tesla, and moreover with the extension, because the only challenge that Tesla has is the scaling problem, okay? And this is a very nice problem to have. If they would produce 1 million cars already this year and would apply the cost saving on all the cars and having the Gigafactory in Germany, which then offers a 25% discount on the cars because of savings of taxes, of import duties, of shipping, and so on and so forth, I think that we shall see, they will sell also easily the 1 million cars, hopefully this year. Let's see where we go. There's no guidance, official guidance. Some analysts are thinking somewhere between 800,000 and 1 million cars this year. This would be absolutely crazy and amazing. So let's dive into the stock chart of Tesla. All right, let's have a look into our favorite stock here on a Sunday. There's not much moves as we saw in the overview of Tesla shares, but interesting wise that we are holding into this channel that we drew here the last couple of days or episodes of Tesla Sundays as well, right? This is what was, a prediction, and once we leave, we can go to higher places and reach 1,000, 1,100, 1,200 per share. But on the other side, if we are just keeping here, we can go on for a while without any catalyst for the stock. The RSI levels are pretty stable here at 60 and 50s, which is a great opportunity to break out at some point. And I believe that it's just really, really stable to see that there's a couple of resistance here, once with the 50 moving average at 752, but also here at just below 700. And we saw something quite interesting
on Friday. I mean, the stock, here you can see what happened. The stock actually broke down and hit also the lower end of the Bollinger Bands here and then recovered from there. So what is my prediction is that also the current, let's say, down level of the Bollinger Band is a nice resistance here that is somewhere at around 810. But this is just the short term, guys, okay? Important is that we are keep on delivering the good news for this company for the next couple of months of growth, because if we just can hold stable the 50% or more growth over the year plus, in addition to that, also, you know, some unexpected great stuff that Tesla is always keen to release without anyone knowing, I think then we can really handle a couple of more percentage on top of that even. So my prediction is that we might have seen in second or third quarter a stock price of maybe 1,200, and then with another stock split, definitely, you know, seeing another rally to maybe 1,500 or 1,800 even in the next 1 or 2 years. So let's see what Elon Musk and his team has in the magic hat for us. It's definitely not the white rabbit, but a white roadster maybe it will be. Let's dive into the next category where we're talking about Tesla planes and boats.
When Elon Musk gives interviews, I always love to listen, specifically when he is talking with Joe Rogan. This is now the third time that he came to the Joe Rogan podcast, which is always a highlight for me. I watch all the 2-3 hours, however this interview takes. And, you know, this time it was more than 3 hours. And it was very technical. But let's start with the negative points. I felt that the interview by Joe Rogan this time was a little bit shallow. So I discussed it with some friends, you know, they thought that, you know, maybe he was not prepared, or maybe it was a last minute thing. So nevertheless, there was some nuggets, golden nuggets out there that Elon Musk is giving. So the first part was about the space industry and how the rockets are designed and, you know, how everything works, what is the mission, going to Mars, Starlink, and so on. Nothing that we didn't spoke about yet, I feel. Then it came to Tesla, okay? And then because it's Tesla Sundays, let's talk about that. So first of all, you know, the fun part was that he discussed airplanes. So airplanes, they are constrained by internal combustion engines that need to move slowly masses of air to move forward, right? So actually he plans that, you know, with an electric airplane they could go much higher and therefore go much faster, which then would give the specific challenging selling point for having a better airplane. All right, so this would be fantastic. However, he says, you know, there's so many other crazy things to do. He thought about electric airplanes for about 10 years already. So you can imagine how much in detail they went through it. But he said that if he would take on that, his brain would explode, because he has just so much on his table. I mean, think about Neuralink, think about AI, think about Tesla, think about Boring Company, think about SpaceX going to Mars. This is so much, you know, the product is first cars, you know, energy obviously, you know, as a big part of that even more for Tesla. But he said then maybe boats, and then sometimes airplanes. And this would kind of, you know, struck me, because, you know, I would love to see Tesla ships as well. So you can see here, there's so much potential for this company, and it's just so going further, you know. And there was so many crazy stuff that he talked about, like for example the security in Tesla cars is so great. For example, the airbag technology is so good that it's basically, if you are sitting in a Tesla the Tesla calculate how you sit on the seat, you know, rather a little bit front, rather a little bit back. Is it a female? Is it a child? Is it, you know, a woman? So depending on that, the airbags having different kind of inflation points, you know, fast inflation, slow inflation. Some airbags open, some airbags don't, depending, you know, how you sit on those seats. This was unbelievable. And then he talked about obviously the new Roadster, right? With the all these things that he wanted to do with the Roadster, like even letting it flow in the air with some air thrusters. This was just unbelievable. I mean, if I will purchase a car, I think my next car would be the Tesla Roadster, because it's just so beautiful designed, it's autonomous, it will be super fast, it will be, you know, unbelievable, having a range of about 1,000 kilometers, guys. And then, you know, it's just the most advanced production car that was ever built for a sport car, right? So I would be super exciting. I would love to take you on board on this car when I finally get my hands on one. So let's see, it's still a little bit far away. He said maybe in 2022 they would, you know, start to produce them. So still a little bit away, but still super, super amazing. So definitely have a look into this Joe Rogan podcast with Elon Musk. It's definitely worth it if you are technical interested, if you're interested about the future, AI, space. Watch it and let me know your opinion in the comments below.